of the Paliboys. Toy Force. Matt, Shabby Marc, Tez, Darth Marc, and John. And what do you know with them from down under? 7 Usual Mike 7. Watching Wine against pre-orders from toy companies from beyond our countries. Toy Force. Fearless home collectors protecting Earth's entire toy community. Always 5, acting as 1. Dedicated, inseparable, invincible.
Hello.
Hello.
John's got better looking.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Have you done it? Have you done that, John?
Sorry, John, he's in the chat, so
Yeah, he's right, John.
you know I don't mean it. I love you, really. You know that.
Adam.
Adam.
Adam's always first.
Yeah.
Martin.
Jonathan.
And there he is, look.
Banana and a boo bang.
Down.
Hello there.
Hello.
Hello, Kenobi.
Sorry, Scott.
Okay, Pixel.
Hey, Jeff.
Yeah.
Hi, Jeff.
Too funny.
In short evening on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go, mate.
John.
John again. You know, he's texting that much. Could have been on.
I know, yeah, you might have to get on. Do for one in the middle.
Yeah, Tim. Hoppy. Yeah, brick house, salvage and antiques. That's a long name.
That's a long one. Yeah.
That's a long name, yeah.
That's what she said. Just about to drive your brother back home. Good luck.
Get him home.
Rum.
Delicious.
Oh,
Papa. Yes, Papa's here.
P8. Nice to see you, pal.
If he does a good job, he'll be replacing you, John.
my accent might be fixed.
Right.
I think you're going.
Right.
Hi. Paul.
Evening.
Mark.
Jay.
Nice.
Ooh, no.
What qualifications you need to be on this live stream?
You have to be alive.
Well,
You have to be alive.
we haven't got any. You're all right. As much as you want. As much as you want.
Star Wars.
Past 40.
You get that a lot.
Yeah.
Toys.
Yeah, sure.
You have to have at least
Yeah,
one.
call
Star
yourself
Wars.
BSA.
At least one Star Wars figure.
Hey, Dean.
Hey, Dean.
Hey.
Oh, you are driving. Oh, that's a shame.
In his Tesla.
Greedo.
Greedo.
Getting his chain when he can. Well, he's definitely doing that.
Yeah. It's not
Yeah.
Hey, Luke.
Luke.
Hey. Down on the
Yeah,
Discord.
good tennis skills.
Hey, as the man to ask.
Good
down
tennis
there.
watching skills. Watching, not playing.
New balls, please.
Yeah.
New balls.
Shabby without a cap. Make the change.
Have you got
Right
lovely
then.
hair?
Right then, let's get into it. Let's just get on with it because we've got a guest and we need to talk to him. So, anybody picked anything up?
I'll go first because I've got a ruckload.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Right, first I'll
you know
go with. First, I'll go with. Hello. Yay.
Wow.
I've got
Bluetooth.
Oh,
yeah, Tom. Got the old and the new, isn't it?
it's got Zoot on there.
Yeah. So he's off my branding. He's not exactly what I'm looking for, but hey ho, carded nice.
So it's not actually Snaggletooth, is it?
No, he's not. It's Snaggletooth in brackets. So yeah. Also, Luke Travis is probably in the chat because he sent me a awesome book.
Oh, look at that.
Okay.
Very
Yeah.
nice.
Anybody got this? It's beautiful.
No.
I haven't. No, I've got one similar with the maps, the galaxy maps.
It is beautiful. It's got
Great
pretty
artwork.
much every single whatever so some in there I've never even. There's probably some from the books and stuff, all the pod racer guys.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a nice one. And bear with.
He's doing a jump.
I've only been waiting for 32 and a half years. I think I worked it out. Andrew.
Don't cry.
Andrew and Chris, as in Smith Lord Chris from Wigan, Andrew, his brother. In 1987, I gave him. You've probably seen these on Twitter anyway. I gave him all my Star Wars, all my Transformer collections, plus the boxes, and I have returned. I'll just put them past. Yeah, because I know Shabby's getting in. Look at this. They're
Yeah.
yeah.
I actually bought a Transformer yesterday.
I saw. Yeah, Shabby's got his one as well.
Oh, I like that one.
Yeah, I've got 24, and none of these.
Don't be showing them all.
None of these. Well, that's my favourite, isn't it? None of these are reissue like my other ones, and if you can see, I've put them on there. So yeah, they've been in an attic. Andrew's mum had kept them, never chucked them out. I've even got the cards. So yeah. Look at this. Look at this. One. Get out.
Hey.
So yeah, there we go.
Robots.
I was over the moon to get them back. I tell you, because boxes they're only cardboard. You know what I'm like on my cardboard stuff. So yeah. So there we go. That's me. Thank you. I want to say thank you, Andrew, again. He's probably watching. I'm sure Chris will say something funny in the comments.
It'll be on later. So Papa, anything new?
Ooh, Canada's been pretty dry since Christmas time. So
I think it's been the same all over the world.
I picked up recently the Diamond Select.
Having an orgasm.
Yeah.
Wow.
Based on the movie poster, right? So
yeah.
Kind of neat. A little piece of paper looks like the old VHS.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Yeah. So that was okay. Good old Amazon shipped it from the States in a bubble mailer. So
don't get me started about Amazon today.
Yeah. And then up to another remnant is good. I'm not a true builder, but a couple of those never hurt. And then last of all, way back in the day when I used to be a chef years and years ago, I had a kid who was a dishwasher for me, and he's turned out that this is his little thing, Phantom City Creative. So all of this artwork in here is all him. He's done all these drawings.
Oh, nice.
Well, that's the guy, the dishwasher.
Yes,
with his dishwashing hands, put out those. They're amazing.
There you go. So yeah, he had a lisp and a stutter, and he got picked on all the time. And I thought he was a great kid. He actually drew me as some kind of a ninja chef with nunchucks and stuff. I got it still put away somewhere, but yeah, it's all his artwork, and he does poetry for musicians and other comic series and whatever. So to see this, I was like, I got to have that, and then hopefully I'll see him one of these days when conventions start up again, and I can get him to sign it. But other than that, there's not been anything. I've gone out a few times, but except for seeing the carbonized vintage Cara Dune. That's the only Star Wars I've seen. So that's good for me. There's 5 sitting on the shelf right now. So
lovely.
Yeah.
Cool.
Can I just say to Chris that it didn't come up, mate. You must have sworn or made a bad word because it didn't come up in my chat.
I allowed that in with my spanner finger, so I allowed it in. He said something like ass or something, so I let it in.
Yeah, it won't. On my chat on StreamYard, it won't let anything like that through. You probably go onto YouTube, but not onto the StreamYard chat.
Yeah, you can say
you're dismissed, Chris. You know we love you.
Yeah.
So who's next? Anybody else got anything?
Yeah, I'll go.
Oh, go on then.
Right, well, I found the She-Ra castle. That was pretty cool. Finding that.
I mean,
was it? 7. No, I mean, that's what put me off. I saw it on top of the shelf and I thought, that looks like a metal, and it was the hinges on the side because they look exactly like Castle Grayskull. And I thought, and it was all taped up, and it had all the accessories inside. So I asked the lady if I could open it, and then when it said 84 Mattel, I knew exactly what it was. And it was the markings. Yeah, 1984 Mattel Mexico, and it was the markings on it. So, and as you come close to it, you can see all the pink and all the white that was on it. But it's not, I don't know whether it's been faded, but it looks awesome as is. So for $7, I couldn't pass that up. Yeah. Went to Walmart and you saw the pictures put up on Twitter of all the vintage collection that they have in there. All this new wave. Yeah, stacks of them. Tons of them. I couldn't believe it. But that's not what I want you to show today. What I want you to show today.
He's been holding it back.
He's a showman.
Oh, here we go.
Look at that bad boy.
Oh, Rod.
Jealous of that.
I've been waiting for this. Oh, the thing is, Papa, I don't collect Transformers, but when I saw this 86 line last year and the promotions for it, I loved this movie as a kid. I've got to get him. And look at that, Tez.
I know. I do want one.
Yeah. They're a bit pricey, $30, but
I've got a question for you, Shabby. There, are you going to take it out of the box and transform?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's funny. I only have the issue with the red and black boxes. Everything else, them buggers are coming out. Do you know what I mean? So that I love it.
You got to transform.
Yeah. Well, there's a thing inside as well. Apparently, there's like a diorama as you can see at the back.
Yeah.
So I might do that with him. But made up Tez. But $30 are a bit pricey. But
not the old one.
Hey, that's not pricey for Transformers.
No, and if Jen asks, $17, okay? If Jen asks, $17.
Bargain.
Oh, yeah.
Just say John Baldry sent you it.
Yeah.
Such a...
Oh, dear. Yes. Tim.
Hello, Tim.
Hey, Tim.
Did you see that message in Twitter, Tim? I sent you that picture of that Boba Fett you're after. It's on eBay. Just check it out on his little group. If you missed it.
Yeah, I thought you were coming on, Chris, so I thought I'd do,
Yeah, he's gone Auburn tonight.
No, because one of my favourites is here. One of my favourite YouTubers. I had to make sure it looked nice. For
thank you. Oh, you mean? All right.
Oh, yeah.
Him, not me.
Yeah.
You should have put one of your suits on, Shabby.
Should have put a suit on, yeah.
Put a suit on.
Glasgow.
Money, Glasgow.
Hey.
Let's go.
Nice.
Yeah, check it out. There's the best offer on it. It's quite a good price, actually. It's not brilliant condition. I know you like your good condition, but yeah, check it out. I'm not going to show it up on here because everybody will go and get it. So this is what we do. We help each other out. We help each other collect. If we see something somebody else wants, we'll tell them about it. And that's basically what we do.
Not really, Mark, because everyone in that toy collecting community is already watching. It's massive, isn't it? I was like, what's going on? It's like the Waltons.
Yeah, Jumbo. Yeah.
It's good though. I love it, mate.
It was great. And then I saw Forces of Light in there, then Papa, then Chris Brill. I thought, what's going on?
I know, yeah.
Everybody's here.
Yeah. That's where we're going.
There's
community together.
There's some people we need to add. Can't think of you.
Yeah, just getting people all over the world helping each other as collectors, as well as YouTubers.
Yeah.
You didn't need to. He wins Twitter every day anyway.
He's brilliant, isn't he? Brilliant.
So I haven't got anything new, but I've been buying quite a bit. Because I'm going to be doing the auctions as and when I get stock to do it.
You're going to get a hammer.
I could do it. Yeah, I should do it.
It's not a hammer, it's a gavel.
Yeah, I should know that.
Come on, Terence.
Some gravel.
Yeah, don't do it on the ironing board. You'll knock it off the floor.
Yeah. I need to say something about it. I need,
Oh, brilliant.
I need to be more professional about it. Just pre-ordered Jazz.
That's what I wanted. I saw Super Awesome's Jazz and I thought, you look at that bad boy.
Jazz. Nice.
Hello,
June.
DCB.
Hey.
The lovely June.
Lovely June.
Hello, usual Mike. The lovely Mike.
The lovely
When
Mike.
is usual Mike pointing out? I don't know. You better ask him.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, Mike, do you want to come on? Do you want to come on, Mike? If you're awake, should we get Mike as well?
Yeah. Send the kids. Oh, it's Saturday morning, isn't it? Saturday morning.
Madam, hiya, pal. You've left me some lovely comments this week, you son, so I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, Kat's just got a package.
Has she?
About time. It's about time. I think I sent that before Christmas. Right. Talk amongst yourselves. Papa, I want to know, what's it like having Toys R Us?
It depends on what Toys R Us you go to. There are 3 within about a 20 to 25-minute drive from me, and all 3 aren't very good. They've all got highs, but most of them have a lot of lows. There are a lot of, and I'll use the term very loosely, collectors in the area.
All right.
Yeah,
Golf collectors, Papa, right? Yeah.
Super collectors. Super.
So it's really, really hard. But I mean, you know, you still get the nostalgia thing walking in there and seeing Jeffrey the giraffe all over the place, whatever. But from being younger to being nearly 50 now, it's not. I don't know. It seems dirtier. It seems very gappy. Some of the toys that you see are pretty dated. Like there's still a good amount of episode 7 Black Series still on. The closest one to me, 15 minutes away. They are deep with Maz and General Leia's and Ren's as far as the eye can see.
Right.
And seeing that is kind of heartbreaking. And they never go on sale. They're always full price. And it's like nobody's buying.
That was always a problem with Toys R Us.
Yeah,
they had stock from 20 years ago. 20 years ago.
Absolutely,
never reduced it.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, it's. I mean, it's still nice to have. Unfortunately, right now, the only place I can go to right now because of restrictions is Walmart, and the Walmarts around me are just horrendous. So we went in again today, and I didn't come out with anything. They had. Just Harlan stuff. That's all that's in it. And those Karas. And I'm like, well, I don't collect the vintage. I did buy a couple before just to put aside in case people I know are looking. And then that's it. So it's still cool to have it, but at the same time, I think they could either go through a rebrand or a completely remodel just to freshen the brand up a little.
Yeah,
so they really should. Yeah, it's like I went in for those Black Series when I saw those vintage collection figures, and not one. And that was like my 4th Walmart now in a week, and nothing there. And the worst thing is, even though it looks impressive, all those vintage collections right there, they're going to have to get rid of all them before they start getting new stock in. So they're going to be there for ages. Most of them, they're all repacks that we've all got anyway, and they're not exactly the most sought after vintage collection, is it? To be honest, Padme and everyone's got them. So
actually, that Padme looks quite good though. I looked at the face scan and it's very good. I had the vintage collection of that the last time it came out, and the Anakin. They're sat on the shelf over there, but they look all right. But it's not what it's like. I said, with me being a Black Series collector, I'll pick up vintage collection now and then, and that's not something I was going to go out and get, and there was tons of them. So we'll see.
Yeah,
you're right there. They're trying to sell those cyborg T-Rexes. It's about 50 of them on the shelves at Asda. Unbelievable.
We'll get rid.
Hello, Dave. What's your video this morning? Very good.
Rummage through Dave's drawers, we were. That was nice.
He had a large selection in his drawers, didn't he?
I love his videos. Friday morning, nothing like it, is there?
I know,
I know. A couple of vintage carded figures just in a drawer. What?
I know, he's ace, isn't he? He's awesome.
Yeah.
Walmart.
So this guy, this TK, he's one of mine. He's been the guy behind me who's basically funded all of most of my exclusives, the convention series.
Wow. Oh, excellent.
And my Boys Commander Cody came. It was between him and Mike Case.
We all love Mike.
Yeah. He's been in the chat. I don't know if he's still there. He might have gone again. I did try and get him on Tuesday, but he's He won't respond to me on Twitter. Mike, if you're still here, respond to me on Twitter, mate. I'll get you.
What have you said to him?
I don't know. I can't direct message him because he doesn't follow me. I follow him, but he doesn't follow me, and I can't direct message him.
Oh, yeah, I see.
Hit him up on Instagram. So he's the trusted on Instagram. So that's where I go back and forth and through mess. Oh, there he is. So
there he is.
Hey.
You need to if you follow me on Twitter, Harvest, and then I'll direct message you, mate.
I think I saw the tweet, so I don't know. Maybe I have to go back and look, but my two guys. Now I'm all getting fluffed here because they're my two main guys are in watching a little bit. So.
That's awesome,
it's just really nice to have the support, isn't it, from what you do. Yeah. I mean, the support I've had this week is unbelievable. Oh.
Yeah, it's as much as Mike says I can't blame him for my Black Series collection. I've only been collecting for 3 years.
Yeah,
I'm not a box completionist, but I'm a figure completionist, and except for the new archive line, I'm up to date. Like I bought all 92 plus Black Series figures that came out last year, and I'm almost ashamed to say that a little bit. So
no, don't be ashamed. But it is nice though. It's like I'm a big and Matt. We're both massive Black Series collectors, and when people send you stuff, it's like Tim sent me that, and Mark sent me figures that you'll never find over here, or so expensive, and they just find them. So I understand exactly everything he's saying. The community, the way they help each other out. I'd never have half the Black Series if you want for Paul, Mark, you know what I mean? Everybody else that sent this Holochronicle. It's fantastic for that. It's overwhelming.
Yeah.
What's that?
You get a couple of weeks.
It's just so overwhelming, though. I mean, that people see it in their... It's like Nick again this morning. People see it in their shops. Know that one of the YouTubers needs it, one of the community, and helps everybody out. To me, every time I get one, it's... You know, because people will leave a message the same as probably you, Papa. Oh, I love to see your reaction. But it's a genuine one because, one, you're happy to get this figure, but two, it's just the way people respond to you and do things like that for you. It's so overwhelming to me. It's amazing. It really is amazing, you know.
Yeah. Well, it's like I said with the vintage stuff, right? Like I am appreciating the vintage stuff and you guys that collect the vintage because it's what a long way it's come from even the original figures of being a kid to going like, wow, I can bend the knees and I can bend the arms on these figures now. And some of the detail I find is far superior to some of the Black Series figures, especially some of the faces. Like just
the scopes now.
So I know when everybody was going, oh, we can't get the incinerator trooper. Like I said, I don't collect, but like I found a few, I bought a few, and there was a couple of guys in my community, and the one guy's like, oh yeah, I got shafted, I couldn't get, and I'm like, DM me, send me your information. And so he did, and he's like, what do you, and I'm like, I don't need anything in return. Like, you know what? I can't do it for everybody, but I have no issues like with the giveaway. Again, I've been getting some shady email again, and somebody's like, Jesus, like you're giving away a lot. I don't care. Either I got really good deals or whatever. So I can't go and shake each person's hand to say thank you for the support, but if I can make a couple of people's day, why not? So
exactly.
Positive Star Wars karma, isn't it? Positive Star Wars karma.
Yeah,
it is. You know, but it makes you want to do stuff like that. You know, when people do it for you, your immediate response is, I've got to do something for somebody else now. Do you know what I mean? And it's a nice feeling to help people out. I think it's great. Hi, Luke.
All right, Luke.
Oh, watched this video this morning. That was a good one too.
Yeah.
Need to say hello to Helen as well.
Hello, Helen.
Hello, Helen.
The lovely Helen.
The lovely Helen. Yes, he's been buying stuff again.
Anne-Marie. The lovely Anne-Marie.
And Janelle and Anna, if they're watching. Hello.
Look at this.
Ladies. Hello, Rachel.
Oh, yeah, the lovely Rachel.
Careful.
Like I'm going to interject real quick. So again, with the whole community support thing, one of my last few I don't know, I've done so many live streams lately. So there was a fellow from Edmonton, so a couple of provinces over from where I am, and he back in the spring, I was doing a giveaway. He won the giveaway. And apparently, again, I've talked about depression and how the collecting community has definitely been a positive thing. Definitely. And Miles is one of those guys that he was hitting a real low, and receiving something from me just happened to pull him out. So he sent me a letter, and he knew I don't collect SH figure arts. I've never had a Star Wars one. So he ended up sending me the episode 4 figure art. And I nearly lost it. I did lose it a little bit during the stream, but I mean,
That's what I mean. Yeah.
Like, you know, if I wouldn't have started the channel, would that have would something have happened for, you know, and just you never know. So it's it's fantastic. I can't use any better words than
it is. So yeah, no, we all understand exactly what you're saying, don't we, lads? Every one of us.
No.
Yeah, I just want to.
I just bloody nuts this year.
I just want to say to Luke, I'm happy he's got his figure.
What I've always loved.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, Luke.
YouTube and Twitter by storm, be sticking my heart by storm as well.
Yeah.
What, Matt? What were you saying, Matt?
I just want to say, Luke got the figure. He won the giveaway, the 500 subscriber.
Giveaway. Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'm going to win Papa's rucksack. I'm all right.
Yeah. Leia.
Everybody else.
You can keep the rest.
Not that bitter,
we do. Yeah, the lovely Michelle. Yeah, we do.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. You do.
It's awesome. That's what it's all about, family. That's why I put my kids in my videos and my wife and everybody else's girlfriends and wives and boyfriends and stuff we all meet. That's what it should be. It's a family thing.
I saw Matt's missus on Tuesday.
Yeah, saw Matthew's missus.
Yeah. That was Saturday on Usual Mics, wasn't it?
On Usual Mics?
It's Saturday, yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
That was good. I was watching that at work.
Yeah. Yeah.
7 minutes in the morning. You were streaming within a stream. That was brilliant. Streaming within a stream.
And Jesse's going to be streaming again tomorrow. I think is it 10 years he's been on?
Yeah, it's been on a while. Yeah.
That's awesome. Man.
I might pop on with him.
I'll watch you at work anyway.
What is he, Matt? What is he?
What, Matt?
Live stream, what, Matt? What is he?
It's all right. I'm good tonight.
Hey, I'm not as bad as the usual Mike.
Oh, yeah, he's getting around a bit as well, isn't he, Mike?
Money's on.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I was watching a show on waxing cars last week, and the usual Mike was on it.
What's the VHS? What's that British
VHS toys? I can't remember those.
British Homestall toys, Jumpy. Is British Homestall still going, boys?
No. 10 years ago.
That gone as well.
10 years ago.
England won't be the same when I come back. There'll be nothing there.
Debenhams is shutting down.
Nothing left.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, happy with it.
Stop making Marmite now as well, Shabby.
Oh, you joking?
No, I'm joking.
Oh, thank God.
Stop making mince pies.
Mince pies, gravy, they don't make that anymore.
We'll stop making mince pies anyway.
Yeah, cherry bagels. Yeah.
Cheers, Warsaw. You've helped us lot too, though. I mean, the only reason I started YouTube was pandemic, so you've helped me as well. You've helped us out. Yeah.
We wouldn't be here, would we, been for this?
Yeah.
Definitely.
No. It might just be you and Matt, just with like 6 views.
Yeah, me and Tez would be one of them, 2 of them.
Yeah, in the chat. You're actually that.
I like your Star Wars.
Oh, yeah. In the magic wardrobe.
Papa, how long have you been doing it for? Now, about 3 years, YouTube.
10 trainers. Wow.
Because I've seen your name, Papa, loads of times, more than 3 years, especially on Mike Casters. You used to send in stuff, and I'd always hear the name Papa Gord. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm just into my 3rd year. So January 11th was my 2 years fully on YouTube. So, so we're starting in 3. But, with Mike, again, Mike was there. I'm 47. I've had both my hip full replacements done on my hip. And when I had my first one done, you kind of hit a bit of a down, like always, right? Nobody to visit, or you don't want anybody to, like, just so many different emotions. Well, Mike's channel, I had fallen down the rabbit hole. I didn't follow a lot of YouTube stuff at all. My son, all about, oh, you got to see this, you got to watch that. I'm like, yeah, YouTube, whatever, and just kind of left it off. And then I fell into Mike's channel and pretty well binge. I probably watched everything on his channel at least twice, if not more, and just go through it. So I just started emailing, going, "Hey, I really like your stuff. Can I send? I'd like to send something down." And he's like, "Yeah, I'm thinking about doing a PO box and it kind of going." And then I was like, oh, okay, how long should I wait before I harass him again about, can I send you some? So it took me a few goes, and then finally he was like, okay, I've got a PO box, and now I just mailed directly to his house. So
I
sent him a box, and then the nickname's all him. So it stuck, and I was like,
I remember him saying, the Canadian Santa Claus, right? Because I'm the same as you. I've been watching Mike since he started. Basically, I've always been a big fan. I've always liked his list. You know, his the Black Series that should come out, his top 10s, that kind of thing. So I always saw your name on it before your channel, and then I realised watching Mike, hang on, Papa's got a channel himself now, so you know what I mean? And it went from there. So
we've all watched Mike, haven't we? I've watched Mike. Just Black Series collectors.
Never anything I thought I would have ever done. I'm not a very throw myself out there. I'm more behind the scenes guy all the time. But like I started it with my kids, and I had probably a good 10 or 12 videos with them involved or on camera, because they were like, oh, can we do something like the Bean Boozled challenge? I'm like, sure. I don't know what the channel is going to be. I don't know if more than 15 people are ever going to watch this stuff. But I mean, again, you go back and you watch your old stuff to where you're at today and go, oh, good. Doing it. Like, look, Joe. Years ago, because I went back to look at my wish list videos for the last couple of years. I was like, what a train wreck. I'm not looking at those ever again. I'll write that information down now. So, but yeah, it's
cool, isn't it?
You know, here we are.
So do your old videos still get a lot of hits though?
Not, the more people that now that we've just cracked the 1,000, some people are starting to go back, because I always reference the orange walls in my orange bookshelf.
Oh, right, yeah.
Little thing. So then, because that's one of my top videos, is my collection update 2.0. And I think I've got like 1,800 hits or something on that.
Oh, yeah.
So every once in a while, I will see the old spike a little bit, but
that's a good thing to do, though, isn't it? Reference old videos, and people go, "Oh, even though you can put it, you can put it on a link on the screen. It's like, oh, I talked about this," and they go, "Oh,
Nobody does a lot of that on my stuff. If I mention, hey, there was this, or remember when I talked about that, go back and look, and then all of a sudden, I start getting comments on videos from a year and a half ago, and I'm like, what are we talking about? Because what went? Ooh, that's been a while. Definitely.
It's funny because I started put my first video out in, I think, end of April, which is the Death Star Paliboy playset, and that's Mark just instantly got on board. But that's I think I'm on nearly 2,000 views on that now. People comments every few days. It's still my biggest. It's usually like your first video might be a bit like, oh, it's a bit crap, but like people, that's my biggest one. It's weird, and I find if you reference, like I do that a lot in my vintage reviews. It's like, oh, in the last episode I referenced this, and like people will jump on it and stuff. So.
You link the last video,
it's like an episodic sort of thing, isn't it?
Right, I remember watching that video and thinking, God, this is quality. And I didn't know you were a professional editor, wow, I need some pointers.
Yeah, I've come a long way since Ibiza Weekender, but
you still aren't giving me any pointers.
I know Shabby's a big fan.
We've got a question anyway.
Big fan.
Oh,
What is the Missing Black Series figure we haven't had announced yet in the next wave?
Two. I've got two already.
Ooh.
Come on, man.
Dark Trooper. We've got to have a Dark Trooper.
Yeah, definitely.
And the new repaint Fett. We've definitely got to have a new repaint Fett.
Oh, God, you no doubt, innit?
Yeah. Yeah.
I
was itching on that Hot Toys Dark Trooper. I was like, shall I start a payment plan?
Do it.
Start a payment plan?
Do it.
So get my first.
I'll tell you what. There's no better quality figures. Oh,
that Dark Trooper Hot Toys just looks amazing. If that's one figure to start a collection.
Is that the one Taz put the picture up from today? Is that the one you put on Twitter, Taz?
Yeah, I just sent it to me. I hadn't seen it. It
I saw it last week. Yeah.
Don't know. Fennec Shand would be a nice Black Series. I'd like that one.
Yeah.
Yes.
That'd be awesome.
Put it up. It's like the body finish of Knight Rider.
Oh, it's glossy black, isn't it? Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah, look at that.
It's
going to be taller than a standard figure, isn't it? So it's going to be a bit more than 12 inches, isn't it?
It was 13.5 inches, extra inch and all that.
Yeah, it's going to be like 14 inches, I'm guessing. It's got to be a bit bigger, isn't it?
Okay.
Yeah.
It looks like it lights up as well.
I think the eyes light up. Yeah. I mean, if you're gonna get one, you're gonna.
I'm so tempted. Yeah.
Do it soon because they'll sell out.
I know. It's like next year, next June, it might come out or something. Yeah.
Oh, you'll be a while.
Yeah.
Prepared to wait when you pre-order.
Oh yeah.
So worth it.
I think collectors down in the UK are doing a deal where you can pay £20 and then £16 a month.
That's a good idea. Great idea.
You don't notice £16. You don't notice £16 really, do you? That. So,
yeah. It's a good idea if you collect them. That's a fantastic because it can get pricey. Those bloody Hot Toys, can't they? Cheap.
Yeah. And it's bound to go skyrocket in price, isn't it? So.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be cool, I think.
Yeah.
That would be cool. Ventress is coming out, isn't she?
Ventress is coming out.
Yeah. I've got Ventress coming.
Hey, Paul.
Oh, the mortar.
Hey.
The mortar. I got those. Yeah.
That's why he's done his hair. Because Paul's going to be coming on. I get it.
Alan Paul, good lad.
Good lad.
Romance going on there.
Oh, he's awesome. I love him.
Hello.
He's awesome.
Yeah,
I know you do.
Brilliant.
He's such a nice bloke. He really is. I just love it. I love the way Luke at Reynolds Reviews calls him that caramel smoothie. Do you know what I mean? He's just a nice bloke, Paul. He really is.
Yes, we'll be live streaming the Hasbro on Friday.
4 o'clock, isn't it? 4 UK. Yeah.
We always do. We always get like 2,000 views. So yeah,
I'll be there. I'll be ready.
Come on for that. I'm on. Yeah.
Patrick, get ready for Patrick.
Yeah, I agree with Tim. It's got to be, Annie.
Okay.
That's going to sell. That is going to go.
Oh yeah.
Please put more than one in a box. Please, Hasbro.
Walmart are going to cock it up as usual, aren't they?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, and another one as well. I just thought of another one. The Mando guy in the tank costume, in the tank from the
silver, the grey one. Oh
the mud trooper with the tank driver helmet. You could probably do a custom, but that's
one of the things about the Mandalorian, the story, the characters, whatever. Awesome.
It's such an easy figure for them to do. It's so easy to do. So
yeah, me 5.
Yeah.
He got his figure today. He got there okay, thank God. That he won at the auctions on Sunday.
What did he buy in the end? Is it Weequay?
Yeah, probably not right. That's true.
The lovely Mrs. Collectibles.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, they should be Pally girls, shouldn't they? Should have all the women.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
Oh, the Hasbro stream is more than Pops and Adventure Fleet. Mission Fleet.
Yeah, well, he's got a point. Our Jonathan, he's. Well, then again, people like them, don't they? People collect them, so.
Yeah.
Well, it won't be Pops because Hasbro don't do Pops, so.
Oh, no, they don't do this. Not yet.
Well, I'll have it eventually.
I think it might be the other way around.
First time, probably 3 a.m.
Hey, 3 a.m. usual mic time. So you're not coming on then, Mike?
Well, come here, mate. We'll go out for a couple of beers and then we'll just watch, come on and watch it. We'll be fine.
Watch. Yeah,
hey, I stopped up to watch you, Mike, on Papa's stream the other night.
I didn't get up to watch you. I didn't get up to watch you and Matt on his though. No way. 5:30 in the morning, no chance.
No, we're going to phone you, wake you up, but
yeah, should have done. I will one day, Mike. When Mike does it, I'll surprise you all and say hello.
Hello there.
It was nice to speak to Jesse for the first time. I never really spoken to Jesse. So
yeah. Jesse's cool.
Nice.
Jesse's really cool.
Yeah.
You Funko the Julius Week, it's Funko Fair.
Go on, Matt, get your ticket.
Matt said
yes, the lovely Mrs. Sarah went to Tesco for me today.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
She phoned me up. They've got all these Funkos, but they didn't have anyone so I want. So,
Papa, you got any Funkos?
I actually we used to have a lot between myself and my son. We had, I think, every MCU Funko that they had put out, and I was a big Batman, or I still am a big Batman fan. So I've got the entire 66 line.
Oh, nice.
All done out in a baseball bat cabinet. So they're out of box, so people can freak whatever. And then I've got the Hornet Pop in there with them. So I still need Kato. But and then I have an autographed Kevin Smith pop to me from him.
Wow.
So I've met Kevin.
Cool.
So yeah, he's buried up on my top shelf. But yeah, then the kids were getting out of them, so we liquidated all the Marvel and flipped it into his Lego collection. That helped kind of pay for the Diagon Alley set. So
wow,
cool.
Oh, the massive one.
Yes, the 6.
Yes, I saw it in the Lego shop.
Yeah. So when I do my updated, I told him, I'm like, you need to dust your shelves because Lego shows dust a lot worse than action figures. So
yeah.
Show because you've got all the Harry Potter, a lot of the Marvel, all done up, and then the space I'm in used to be his Lego space, but then we're like, no, you're moving over there. I'm having some more space, and now I still need more space because now I'm getting collection pushed out.
Yeah, I know that feeling. Blooming heck. Jen said to me yesterday about that. She goes, because there's stuff everywhere now. Do you know what I mean? She's like, no, you're gonna have to sort this out. So,
what are you gonna get rid of, Shabby? If you had to get rid of something, what would you get rid of, Shabby?
I'm think I've got so much stuff. There's like so many tubs. I think I'm just gonna go through them all and just get and sell as much as possible on that. There's stuff I don't really use anymore. If anyone needs any parts or whatever, no way. That's cool with me.
I'll look after it.
I'm gonna go through it and see. But it's hard. I'm not a seller, so it's hard. It's hard for me to do that. It's very hard. I don't know. It's a thing.
Put some tables out on the road and just chuck it all out.
Because I know what will happen, Matthew. Right? I'll open the box and then I'll go, "Oh, I'm not getting rid of that. Oh, I'm not getting rid of that." You know what I mean? Yeah, it's been upstairs for years. Oh no, I can't get rid of that one. Do you know what I mean? It's gonna be hard.
You have attachments to stuff, don't you? I mean, I've got a small room, and I haven't got as much. Well, I've got more here. You never see it.
Yeah.
I've got a smaller room, but I'm thinking now, it's like, what can I get rid of? And it's, I don't know.
It's weird. You see, to me, toys is like music. It's, you remember where you were. You remember who gave it you. You remember what Christmas it was. Do you remember? You pick up a toy to me, and there's so much there of where you were, who you were with, and everything comes around with it. So to get rid of something like that, to me, I know it sounds so cliche and I don't want to sound corny, but it's like getting rid of a memory, if you will. And I know it's sad to say that, but that's how it feels to me. That's why I can't get rid of anything.
It's just like it's like hoarders, isn't it? They don't want to get rid of anything, isn't it?
It is. In a way, you're exactly right.
You could do the last in, first out thing. Last in, first out.
Yeah, I've got so much stuff. It's like them boxes full of old vintage, and I've got boxes and boxes of stuff, and it's just weird how, you know, I should do, yeah.
What would you get rid of, Matt? Funkos.
The wife's Harry Potter.
I thought you were just going to say the wife.
You what?
Ooh.
Question for Papa there.
Ah, man, what would I have done differently? If I just refer to my Black Series collection, I don't know if I would have done anything overly different. I may have researched a little bit because I was very uneducated to any of this stuff. Like Lego was one thing, but the fact that I wasn't really collecting. If I found any Batman animated stuff at like the odd toy show or a convention or something, I might pick it up and then just toss it in a box with some of my other Batman stuff and not think twice about it and think one day I might have a shelf and I can put a knickknacks out or whatever. But this stuff, again, watching Mike's reviews, and I was like, wow, action figures have really come a long way. I just don't remember them from, again, when I was a kid. So my first 3 Black Series were Jyn Erso, like, peg warmer.
Why did start like,
Cassian Andor, and the First Order Flame Trooper. Those were my first 3 Black Series. And those 3 figures led to everything behind me. So I love that. I think that's a really great figure. I love the Jyn. I have, I think, 14 Jyn Erso. I just was like, you know what? Dan from Toy Galaxy collects Boba Fett. I'll collect all the useless Jyn Ersos in the world and give her a new home because I like the figure. The face, not great. The figure, I think, is really good. So,
I've got the elite
this year. So, other than that, I would have just researched a little more because I do know I did overpay on a few things.
Oh, wow.
Hey, there we go.
That is just
one for the lady.
They have to make her in that Black Empire tactical gear in a 6-inch figure. I need that.
Can you imagine with the 2 sticks and they have? That would be awesome.
Can you not get that in the Black Series?
No,
only 3.75.
What are they thinking?
We really had 2 Jyn Ersos. We had the Kmart exclusive that came on the Rock. And then we had the Rogue One. That's it. If there's any toy or figure that needs an upgrade, a Jyn Erso upgrade, because she's got such a beautiful face, that would look awesome. I agree with that.
Yeah, the Cassians as well. I like the Cassian from the 3-pack that came
with the brown jacket. Yeah,
that was good. That made me feel, again, that's smuggler, not why am I wearing almost Hoth gear in a torrential downpour? I just didn't understand that as a figure. So it was a little off.
You're right.
I'm hoping.
And the legs on that figure as well on the Cassian, they're very thick because it looks like he's in, so I know what you mean by the Hoth look. It's a very thick legs.
It's got like padded trunks on. 3 trunks.
It was, but it's a good figure.
Yep, totally.
5. He's got 5 in his loft.
Talk
about army building.
It only had like 2 minutes of thing, didn't it? That was the problem. You only saw it go, and that was it.
It can't hold its gun for Jack, though, can it? It bends it, shakes it.
Anything else besides Black Series, Papa? Do you collect anything else besides them? Like I'll dabble into the Ghostbusters, and I'm definitely collecting all the Multi Origins. That He-Man line is just something else. But do you do that also?
I kind of sometimes right now I am looking at everything. I've been looking back at old Battlestar Galactica stuff, and I just I really want to start getting some Red Dwarf stuff.
Yes, I've been looking for some
over here. So this is my only piece of Red Dwarf like literal stuff is I've got a 4 pin pack here. From one of the releases from one of the series, and my wife got me a shirt with Starbug, but it wasn't sized right, so now it's a pillow. So that's it. You just
what do you call
that stuff, right? So, but I was into Transformers. I was into the Power Rangers line. The MCU, the Marvel Legends. I collected that before it was Black Series, so I sold all that stuff off to start into Black Series. So now I've got really it's Star Wars. I've got 5 Marvel Legends, and I won't go any more than that. Ghostbusters, I just kept the 4 guys. I got rid of the rest. Transformers, I have a few, but they're ones that remind me of that was the first figure I had as a kid. So like Smokescreen was my very first Transformer. So I have one of the updated on the shelf. So, pieces like that. And then if I get customs from subscribers or the one-off, I wanted to do the Masters of the Universe so bad, but it got to the point I couldn't find
good.
Yeah.
So I'm like, forget it. I'm going to sell what I found, and I'm just going to cut my losses. Now I'm starting to see some of it because now Walmart isn't the only one who's got the license. So it's available almost everywhere, and guys are getting stuck with the stuff, the collectors. So it is what it is. And then G.I. Joe Classified. I do that line, so I'm caught up on that, except for the 2 that everybody's barking about right now.
Snake Eyes.
Oh, Snake Eyes. Matt loves
Hey,
Snake
Keith.
Eyes.
Well,
so
got 3 of them.
You won't get because you were a Red Dwarf fan. We can call you Smeghead, and you wouldn't get offended.
No, not at all. I call them Smeggers all the time, and they're like, "What the heck?" Like, that's okay. I know you don't know what I'm talking about. I love my British stuff. Like Red Dwarf is definitely my favorite, but Thin Blue Line, Monty Python. I wish I was over there. So I just some of that's a Chef was really good. That was one of my favorites as well.
Oh yeah, Chef. Yeah, I think Henry.
Yeah. So it's
do something.
It's so dry. Faulty Towers.
Have you ever seen Father Ted?
Yes, I have seen. That's pretty decent as well. So I just, I think that stuff's just great. So, but Red Dwarf, I don't know what it was. One of my best friends suggested it. He was like, "Oh, you got to see this." So I watched the first 2 seasons, I think, and I was hooked. And I'm like, I need to get this. So I bought all of them on VHS. They were all special order from the UK to Canada. So I overpaid for all of it. And then when DVDs finally were a thing, same thing. I would find out the release date, and I'd have to go into Toronto to get them because there was only one shop that would get European releases over here. And again, they were like about $100 a season on DVD when they first dropped here.
Wow,
insane! But I'm like, I have to have it. So now I've got the box set. Now I need to get the Blu-ray still. So, but
I was just thinking then. I'm trying to think of Canadian shows which I grew up on. The only one I can really think of is Degrassi Junior High.
Everybody goes to Degrassi.
Everybody says Degrassi.
40 minutes from where I live. So that's
no way.
Red Hand Gang.
Red Hand Gang. I mean that was quite gritty, wasn't it? Back in the 80s, they talked about drug abuse and all that kind of stuff. It was like because I don't know if you're familiar with Grange Hill.
It was an anniversary year last year for them because they were going to be. I'm like right in the middle of Toronto and Niagara Falls, so right before the border.
Wow.
So the Niagara Falls convention was going to have like I think 7 or 8 of the original Degrassi. Pass back again. So the Joey Jeremiah, he's got nothing better to do. He's at everything because he doesn't have the hair anymore. He's got my hairstyle, so but he still has that bowler hat, and it's just like, dude, that's going back a few years. I might want to retire the look a little bit, but it was a great show. I love Degrassi, so
yeah.
Do you get the Due South thing a lot, even though that was an American TV series?
Yeah, to somewhat. Most of the actors actually were Canadian in that, so but I love Due South. Yeah, I mean, you get the odd person that'll be like, because I think I put something up the one day. I was like, we're out for a bike ride or something, and it was like the 10th of January, and people are like, how do you bicycle in the snow? Well, actually, there's no snow on the ground right now. No, I don't live in it. I don't drink maple syrup just for whatever. Some of the stereotypes.
He's I can't remember his name because my wife is besotted by the guy from Due South. What's his name? He's massive. He's massive in Canada, isn't he?
Oh, Paul. Oh, Paul.
Someone else on there. Yeah.
Paul Gross. Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. He's huge. My wife's a massive, yeah. He's gone all silver fox now, but he's still got the looks.
Oh yeah. No, absolutely. Yeah. There's such bad luck that guy's had. Oh, Kenny versus Spenny. Yeah, those guys were hilarious when they were out as well. So shout out the Trailer Park Kids in the Hall.
Yeah, it's Trailer Park. Trailer Park Boys. I love Trailer Park Boys.
I love them. I never could get into the Trailer Park Boys, but
I've heard it's really good, and I've never seen it myself.
It's on Netflix.
On Netflix,
a 12 series of it. I'm halfway through. It's brilliant.
Kids in the Hall. Yeah, that's completely classic for sure. So, and then you can even go back to Four on the Floor was an old comedy. Red Green. A lot of people remember Red Green. So if the woman don't find you handy, they better find you handsome or something like that was his tagline or whatever. So, and my family actually knew the act. Steve Smith is his name, and he was the one who created the whole Red Green persona. So, they were friends of the family. So, we know. Schitt's Creek. That's I guess the newest Canadian fad would be Schitt's Creek. So,
watching that at the moment with the wife. Yeah, she loves it.
And I suppose you got a lot of like French import stuff as well, didn't you? As that a lot of their TVs from over there.
Yeah. Well, especially too with having Quebec, right? And they're Quebec, so they're with more bilingual than we are over here. And I couldn't lick of it if I had to. My wife's a French teacher, so
there you go. Cool. So did your wife get bored of going to Niagara Falls every Valentine's? She's like, not again, not again.
We don't do a whole lot, where I'm at. I can't stand driving. I'm getting so old in that way that I'm just like, traffic. And in the summertime, under normal circumstances, if the rest of my family live 40 minutes away, and in the summer it feels like they live 40 hours away because of how bad the congestion gets, because Niagara Falls, and then the border's right there to go to Niagara Falls, New York, and it's just tourism is back and forth. But I mean, our border's been closed. Mid-March will be 1 year since we've been able to go over into the United States, and we were actually down in South Carolina. We were in Myrtle Beach when the borders were getting ready to close. So we had to pack up. And then I drove 16 and a half hours straight home. I'm just like, we're just going straight back, So,
I said it's Shabby's.
Yeah, so it's Shabby's.
Yeah.
Where is Shabby? Where's he gone?
I don't know. I've probably got a customer.
He's probably off distressing some furniture.
Oh, SCTV. Yes. Absolutely, with John Candy and Bob and Doug McKenzie. That's usually a good stereotype. A lot of people think is, we're going to go for a 2-4 and good day and whatever. So I still play on the A part of it because that's just how it is. And when I talk, there's a lot of ums and ahs. So that's typical.
Yeah.
Right, so you just hit 1,000 subscribers, haven't you? So congratulations for that.
Yeah, well done.
Brilliant.
I'm going to try and put the link if I can do it, if it'll let me.
But it's I tell you, I wouldn't have thought it at all. It's kind of crazy, but I mean, between getting to know some of you guys for sure, and getting a little plug, and Mike's always been behind me, and Cato, who's in the chat right now as well. I mean, I was able to do a live stream with him. I think that's what kind of kicked things off, was getting to guest on Cato's live stream back in, I think, around September. I think I did it, and then things started to track a little bit higher, and then taking my break in November into December, which was needed, and just to kind of recycle a lot of the crappy people out there who have nothing better to do than complain to YouTubers because of their own opinion or whatever. I won't get into, but so I did the recharge and then to come back, and then it's just been a constant up, and I've felt like doing it. I haven't felt like making the videos back before I took the break was just kind of like, oh, okay, better put something out there. And I can see it in my face and I can see it in my body language that I'm just like, here's the figure, look at this. Yeah, it's whatever, and then put it to the side. Whereas when afterwards, I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, and I'm okay, and I've got a book and I've written a whole bunch of ideas down, and okay, I gotta get some people on the live stream and I need to do so it's it's been just insane. And then finally, like 6 days after my 2 years, I was okay, great. So again, I've always just said it's always been about the community posting. That's the only thing I want out of YouTube is let me post on one application instead of going to Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook and whatever. That's all I wanted was the community post. Like if I make 2 cents a video or whatever, I don't get typically. I think maybe I average between 600 and 800 views of video, which I still think is fantastic. But I've had a couple that have hit 1,800, 2,500, I think, on my the speeder bike logo, I think, or whatever. So that's my best, and I think that's fantastic. But it's not about making anything off of it. It's I love doing the live streams. I'd live stream every day, but I think people would get a little tired of it. But
yeah, you've been doing it for
great.
For the sake of doing it. Ooh.
Yeah.
Right.
Now fart again.
Usually fart. He comes in here, sits somebody and farts and pisses off. Well, you love you too.
I'm saying a Canadian show.
I'm saying you start French. It's obscene, Taz. That's obscene.
I love my dog. I really love my dog.
Paul's just subbed as well.
Awesome. Make sure you watch the last video. Get in on the giveaway. It can be a day one sub. Yeah.
No.
I've had as many comments. Be my biggest thing. I may be regretting the shipping fees on all this stuff, but that's okay. You know what?
Yeah. It's more expensive now to post to the UK.
So Centurion's Corner, I sent him a biker scout because he passed on getting the archive released, and I was like, well, I have an extra one, so just like, what's your address? Here you go, and just sent him an extra just for the sake of. So.
Oh, great! Yeah.
Wasn't Northern Exposure Alaska, wasn't it? Was it Alaska?
No, Brenta. What's your favourite collectible?
Oof, damn.
I know that's an hard one, isn't it? Hold on, Andy.
Presently, I will say it's my Hot Toys Commander Cody. That's
Go and get him.
I see it just there.
Go and get him.
They're not toys, are they? They are statues, basically.
So,
they just
of course, he's got the
brilliant looking. So
look at that.
He's like in the room. It's like such a cool light.
Yeah. So he's people want me to review him. So he's got the magnetic backpack with 4 different holograms. So you can change them out. You got to pop the forearm off and then take the armor off to get to the battery pack. But it all lights up. He's got his regular pistol. He comes with the 2 shorter pistols, the long rifle. I mean, the helmet is gorgeous. It's more than you could ever ask for. And Cody's always been my favorite. So I always say now is, if I could afford, I'd need to get an episode 3 Obi-Wan to go with him. So I don't want to go any deeper with Hot Toys because it's at the rabbit hole. Hey,
he's back.
Oh, bloody nightmare!
What's going on?
The internet. I just went in the bedroom. I've got all 4 kids, all at school, all on the laptop. So I just went, "Are you nearly done?" They went, "Yes." So I had to wait till they finished, and I came back in. Hey. I've been back over here.
You've missed load, Shabby. You've missed tons.
I know.
Yeah, you missed tons of stuff. Yeah. Have you seen WandaVision yet? Who's seen WandaVision yet?
I watched it.
No.
Yeah.
No. Can we talk about it? Or
Matt, shut up. Just watch it.
I'll watch it tomorrow. It's
unbelievable.
I'm really enjoying it.
It's good. I'm enjoying it. I am enjoying it. And I'm not going to spoil it because Matt's not seen it. I am enjoying it. It's good fun. But it needs to come out together. I can't work it out. It's like, see, when that happened today, I was like...
Have you got no patience, man?
No, I know what you're saying, but you've read the comics, you know what's going on. For people like me, I'm like, well,
I don't know.
What's going on? You know what I mean?
The point is, you don't know what's going on. So you've got one episode, and you've got a week to think about it, a week to talk to people about it, and just discuss it.
I know, but it's not what I said to you today. Talk to them about what? What am I going to talk to them about? Do you know what I mean? It's like, this happened, right? And I'm like, well...
Yeah, but there's like
she fell through this thing.
And breakdown of it, of all the things that are in that, the pictures, all the different pictures on the walls, everything in that scene or the scene, every scene involves something. What's happening?
I like it. I do like it. I'm not gonna. It's good.
It's just Marvel just blow your mind. They really do.
It's very interesting how they've done it, but.
They've got to force it out to like.
Yeah. Papa Gord, what do you think?
I'm still kind of indifferent on it so far. I've watched all three probably 3 or 4 times now. I wasn't much of a Marvel Comics guy. I was always again Batman and Captain America. He was always my counterpart to that.
Yeah.
So. But I'm starting to try to kind of think a few things because there was something that happened in the second episode that I was like, ooh, that might tie in with future Marvel events, and so it's I'm intrigued. I mean, but I would almost kind of wish they would have just been the whole season. Maybe for season 1, boom, here, take the whole thing, and then that way you're gonna.
Yeah, but don't you think people will be mourning then? I think people will be moaning, there's no content.
Yeah, and see,
no content.
You can't win either way, can you, Mark? I understand what you mean. It's just it's hard for people like me that aren't really Marvel guys. Because every week now I've gone, what's going on? Do you know what I mean?
Well, this episode they dropped a name, didn't they? They dropped a big name. I'm not going to say who it is, but they dropped a name. It was like, look, oh my god, that's linked to the MCU, properly.
She went, have you seen Universal Collector? And we all went, oh, no way!
No way.
It's the same with, I watch The Expanse on Amazon. That's once a week, and I don't mind that. So there's a nice
way. It's like we've all grown up having to wait episodically once a week. It's like we've got so used to like having it on it.
No, I'm not. I'm old school. I wait 3 years for each Star Wars film.
Exactly, Mark. Exactly. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. I've got patience.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't. I've got no patience. That's what it is. I haven't. I haven't got any of it. I'm like, oh, I want it now. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's good. It's good, Adam. I like it, but I just can't. It's like I've got to wait a bloody week now. Do you know what I mean? And it's like what Mark said. It gives you a week to talk about, but I don't know what to talk about. I'm like, well, what do I say? What's happened in this episode to make me go, oh, look at when this happened. At the very end, something happens, which was awesome. I'm trying to say it without sounding like I don't like it. I do like it.
She mentions a brother in it.
Yeah, that was cool.
But
and one of the
You know what? What's going to happen? I'm going to wait all this time, and I'm going to watch it all together. And it's going to be awesome.
That's the better
way. Oh, this is awesome.
Are you aware of the other Quicksilver from the Fox side of?
Yeah.
Well, he's coming into it.
No way, is he?
Yeah. Well,
the actual.
The wrong brother's coming into it.
You're the brother.
So it's going to bring all the X-Men.
Nice. Yeah.
He's introducing the X-Men. And Magneto is actually Wanda's father.
Yeah,
the Fox side of things.
Wow.
So it's all going to be multiverse, and it's going to be amazing. And
talk about the X-Men. I really hope. I loved Hugh Jackman as Wolverine, but I really hope this time they go for the short, stocky bloke playing him. Do you know what I mean? Like the proper Canadian Wolverine. That'd be awesome if they went that way. Do you know what I mean?
With Deadpool coming into Marvel MCU, I think that we'll get Wolverine back.
Oh, I hope so.
Get Hugh Jackman back.
Great character.
Well, he did say he would think about coming back, but then I know there's also strong rumors that what's his name, Taron Egerton or whatever from the Kingsman.
See, now he'd be good. He may
not the right size, isn't it?
Yeah,
you have to bulk up a bit, but yeah.
But that's the thing. I mean, if they bring somebody else back that same size, say for example, as Hugh Jackman, we're always going to compare him. Hugh Jackman was amazing as Wolverine. I mean, he really was.
He is,
so I would go the complete opposite. I would go the short, stocky bloke. Do you know what I mean? Like straight out the comics, because you can't compete with Hugh Jackman doing it. You know.
Yeah.
Hey, on plastic. BOE.
Still did us. Yeah, had the canned laughter in, didn't it? Episode 3. But
the laughter is a bit off-putting. Yeah.
No, but
I don't think about it like that.
It was more sinister. It was
it starts to get serious, and she
position. It was like they're laughing at something really serious that she said.
If you notice, it's like sitcom-y when there's another character there, and they pretend to be sitcom-y in front of Wanda, so it looks like Wanda is controlling everything, and they're just trying to play.
Intriguing. It's very intriguing
because she starts to remember, doesn't she? And Vision starts to remember as well, but it's like a glitch where he goes back.
Well, let me ask you four lovely gentlemen a question. Is this from the comic books, or is this a completely new story?
No one really knows, because
it's like a mixture of everything, all things that have come before.
Right,
I think it's going to be brand new. I don't think they just rip off one comic. I think it's like amalgamation.
So they've taken pieces like they do in the movies, just taking pieces of it. And, okay.
And you've got 70 years. That's what I find about people who like badmouth Marvel. It's like, the source material and this, that, and the other. It's like it's not true, but it's like they've got 70 years of backstory to pick from.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
time. So you got to go back to like the 1940s, literally. Yeah, the 1940s.
Well, this is what I thought about. You're right there, Tez. This is what I thought about that Wonder Woman 84. I didn't like it. I thought it was a bit, you know what I mean? But when you've got that much material to pick from, how do you mess stuff like that up? It doesn't, it's like, it doesn't make sense to me.
She's a good director, but she's not a good writer, really.
So, I mean, it's not put me off. I've seen on Twitter people saying, it's going to put me off for one. No, she's amazing. It's not going to put me off anything.
Oh, no.
I mean, everyone has a bad, now and then. But that Wonder Woman 84, but it's like, Tez just reminded me then what he just said, that it's funny that you have all that backstory, all that material, and yet you make a film like that you thought, it's like the story you came up with. It's a bit dodgy. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, there is that. Yeah, I'm going to say something. I forgot what it was. But the once a week, I think, is really good. Because it extends it, and you're talking about it. If you get like a series where they're just going to dump it on you and you're going to watch it in a day, you're going to be talking about it for a week at most.
I know, but you say that, but we're still talking about Star Wars after 40 years. Do you know what I mean? You got to look at it that way. You know what I mean? We're still about movies that were done in the 80s, like so it's a tough one. It really is.
Yeah.
I just think out of all the shows, Mandalorian I can understand because if you notice the Mandalorian, each episode was its own show, if you will. The story progressed, but you could watch one without watching the others. This one, you're getting somewhere. So that's what I mean. It would have been nice just to put them all out, then you can. But you're right, it's just no patience, that's all.
Yeah.
And the brooch she had on was the swords. Because the shield, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and now there's Agents of Sword.
Right. Where Shield was, is that what that logo was, Mark?
S.H.I.E.L.D.
is now okay.
Well, where Sword is attacking the aliens. They're going to be attacking the aliens. You remember at the end of the last Spider-Man, where Samuel L. Jackson was on that in space?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That was the Sword base. So it all links in.
So I'm glad I'm on here with you lot.
Yeah.
I've never done that. I would have been like, well,
that's the good thing about Marvel is everything links.
Yeah.
It's hard to keep up with that.
Well connected, well written.
Just so good.
Yeah.
So I
It's
mean,
like what Papa was saying about the Marvel Legends figures. I don't know how anyone. Where do you start with that line? Where do you start? There is
Wolverine.
No, there's
You just
one of
start
my
what you like. You just start what you like, Mark. You just
if
start
anybody wants a Punisher figure, Entertainer have them now at £15
All right.
in stock.
Right, Andy.
Oh, the one that you've got.
They were £30. £30.
Is that the one with a bike or the one without a bike?
Yeah.
No, it's the.
Oh, with different heads. Yeah.
Yeah.
I might get one of them.
Down there.
I bought Arju, the Old Man Logan one last year. You remember with the brown leather jacket, the white. Oh, beautiful figure. Then he went off them. So it's a nice one.
Trimmed hat.
They do come out with great figures, but there's either have to think, okay, I just want 90 X-Men or maybe like the 90s Spider-Man stuff that just came out recently.
That retro stuff,
just like that. The Kingpin big Build-A-Figure being redone.
Green Goblin, I love that figure.
That
beautiful
big card, like, oh my god, it was. I was like, nope. I don't collect, because again, it's an ongoing bit that I don't collect Legends at all. The last one I did the Venom Pool Build-A-Figure. I have no idea about any of the other symbiote suits, Phage and whoever is just like, but a Deadpool in a symbiote, like, I need that absolutely. So I bought the whole wave. I sold the other figures off dirt cheap just so I could have that just massive figure. But other than that, like, I've got the 90s Rogue, the retro release one. I've got a Red Hulk. I've got the Worthy Captain America Mike sent to me. That's a beautiful figure. So and that's my Legends collection. So I know there's some great ones. The Into the Spider-Verse ones that are just out now. The 3 that they released. I'd love to have the Miles and the Peter B. Parker and Spider-Gwen. They look fantastic. They look SH Figuarts quality. So
that's what I'm doing with the Transformers, though. I mean, I remember having Transformers as a kid, but it was the movie I loved. So that's why I'm only collecting that 86 line. So I suppose if I went into Marvel, like what Matt's just said, I'd just probably collect the figures that I liked, if you will. Do you know what I mean?
I collect the movie ones mostly. I don't collect any of the cartoon ones. I collect the MCU.
Yeah, you've got a
he's a Bayformer.
Matt's
a Bayformer.
I don't like. No,
about the one. I did the auction. I'm watching the auction yesterday.
Yeah.
Two Ewoks, £210.
Wow. I've got both them.
I've got both them. Not got one anymore.
They go for I used to go for £50 each.
Yeah. Wow.
it's so Warwick for 216, Bartai Destiny 1000. It's just vintage prices have just gone through the bloody roof.
Why do you think that is though? Why all of a sudden now have they just gone straight up?
I think it's because of lockdown, isn't it? Because
maybe
people are just bored at home and they want to start a collection, don't they? So
they've rediscovered the collections, maybe, and there's more. It's because of us.
Complete attack. £320.
Wow. But this is what I mean. This is why I said to you in my video about when I did the retro collection that why I think the retro collection is a good idea, because if you want to get new into vintage Star Wars now, bloody hell, it's going to cost an absolute fortune. Do you know what I mean? So the retro collection is good. $10 for the figure. Open it up. You know what I mean? Put it on display or whatever. Cheap, it's going so expensive. I'm so glad we got ours before it all hit again, aren't you?
This one got me.
Yeah.
A tri-logo set. Usually go for about £150. £740.
Wow, and that's loose as well. It's in a box, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Wow. Incredible.
It's just
absolutely incredible.
So I didn't get anything yesterday.
So there you are, straight away. So you're a new collector. You go, right, Dad, I want 3 figures. You're up to £1,000 in 3 figures already. No chance. My car's not worth it.
Well, Today, over on Facebook, I got the Ewok glider that you want. You know, you want the
boulders.
I got the full Ewok glider boxed, £30.
Wow. See, that's the thing. Yeah. If you find him,
a TIE Interceptor boxed for £70.
And it can be done. You know, you can find them.
Oh yeah, that's what I mean. You've got to be patient, and you got to know where to look. You got to be patient and just be lucky, really.
Yeah.
Maybe that Death Star went for a lot of money because it was on Antiques Roadshow. Maybe that put the point.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know. So
it might be a bit to do with it, but no, it's been like this for about a year now, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has. Wow.
Sony collections by house. I live under a bridge in my Star Wars figures. And mine.
Yeah, that's another thing about dumping. Everybody's talking about it, and you don't. If you know,
you're right. Yeah. You know, that's the thing. There's no right or wrong, is there, to be honest? Wow.
Oh,
not heard of it.
Never heard of it. That's right, Danny.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a Harry Potter either, because it's wizardry.
No, nothing wizardry.
Well, Entertainment's closed at the moment, isn't it? So
they will at once.
Yeah, they're just online at the moment.
So when you because the Entertainer's going into Asda, isn't it? It's part of the franchise. So when you go in on Asda on a Sunday, you go, no, can't go down the toy aisle. Can't go down the toy aisle.
Well, that's why they're doing it, so they can still sell, can't they? That's a trick.
Yeah, the actual.
So they can get around it. Yeah, they stick it in there. They can sell it on Sundays.
Will they sell Harry Potter Lego in Asda then?
No,
I don't know.
Yeah. It's like I don't get one of those GI Joes because if I get one, I know I'm gonna go. They look so nice. Those GI Joes, they're absolutely beautiful. And I always said as well at the start, you know, because I never had them as a kid. And they weren't, you know, but I always loved, like you say, watching the videos of the Defiant and the USS Flag and all this. I would have killed for that as a kid. So I always said, oh, well, when they start coming out, I'll start getting them. But with all the stuff that went on with them at the start, I thought, no, I won't bother getting down that line. But it's a beautiful line.
Still impossible to find it up here. So I've
only got three. I've only got 3 G.I. Joe. That's all I can.
Did you fancy him, Papa? Did you fancy getting some?
I bought I got the Scarlet, the Storm Shadow, and the Snake Eyes. Brought them home. Kind of looked at them. G.I. Joe was probably number 4 on my list as a kid. Like it was always Star Wars, and then Masters of the Universe and Transformers were kind of a 2-3. They go back and forth, and then it was G.I. Joe. But my neighbor across the street, he was all G.I. Joe, so I might have had a handful. He had everything, so he had the flag. He had all the ships. The only thing I had was the Hiss tank. And then when I saw that they were re-releasing, I'm like, oh, I need the Hiss tank. And I've never seen them anywhere. And then so I was like, well, if I can't find my Hiss tank, I don't want the other ones. It was the same with the Masters of the Universe. Couldn't find what I wanted. They didn't want to pay 4 times the price from the collectors again, and just got rid of what I had. So they've lost me in that market now that I'm just like, nope, I'm not doing it. So
is that new Masters Universe line? I think it's fantastic. It's absolutely fantastic. I'm so happy I'm getting into them, you know.
Yeah.
I think as a kid in the 80s, if I grew up in America, I think it'd be old G.I. Joe for me, I'll be honest, boy. It's just so, I mean, you look at the stuff that, you know, I was all about weapons and vehicles as a kid. You know what I mean? So when you look at that toy line and you see the size of him and the detail in him, wow, unbelievable.
It's funny because like I had friends who were into Action Force, but
that's what I was. Yeah,
but it was like it was something that I went round to their house to play Action Force, whether I took my Star Wars figures or whatever, and it was like. I just knew that, like, if I asked for it, my mum she'd probably buy it for me. But, like, I just never sort of, like, wanted to ask her. because I got into Zoids.
Loved Zoids too. Yeah,
it was kind of like an option of like, I could get, I wanted to get the skull from Action Force. That was what I wanted to get. That was amazing. But I ended up getting a few Zoids instead, and I probably had maybe like 10 Zoids, and that was an avenue which I kind of went down, but never really. Sort of.
No, they're coming out again now, aren't they? Zoids. They seem to be getting.
Are they? Oh,
you see, to me, the 5 POA Action Force that you're talking about, Tess, was always with my Star Wars. Do you know what I mean? So in other words, my big box, they were always in there as well with them. I never got the ringed G.I. Joe style Action Force. So
no, the friends had.
That is Joe. Wow. Oh my God, Mike, you've had such
money, Mike. Yeah,
wow.
That's what I mean. I've seen one ever since the movie release. That's Roadblock. That's the only one I've ever seen.
No one wants them, do they? No one really wants them.
I got a comment on one of my videos today that somebody tried to get a Boba Fett retro Boba Fett from Zavi, and it was obviously supposed to go out in April. Never got it. It still hasn't got it.
No, Star Action Figures have got the retro Boba Fett in for 10 quid.
They've got kids, haven't they?
Yeah, get one. You want one?
10 quid, that's brilliant.
I've got one. I only need one.
Because the prices for that were going ridiculous. For a retro collection Boba Fett, a figure that's been out since last summer, some of the prices were
just
wow.
It's Boba Fett, isn't it? It's like...
Yeah.
They were good.
So
they were just Zoids were just different, They were just like,
I loved them,
together, and they
tried about 4 times to bring them out, and never caught on.
Yeah,
they were wind up, so you never needed batteries, did you?
That's right. They were wind up.
The big ones, but the biggie ones.
Had a Zoid,
I just remember the Tyrannosaurus Rex Zoid. Remember with the cockpit was on his head. Or was it there? Was the cockpit on his chest, or was it on his head?
I think they had
a big gorilla. It was a big gorilla.
Yeah, the gorilla. Yeah, and the Triceratops, and they were great.
Yeah.
We never talk about Zoids on this, do we?
No, we don't.
Oh, we have. We've had to.
We don't have
questions before.
Yeah.
Right at the beginning, we had a few questions about
my parents would rather buy me Action Force than Star Wars, so that's what I got. Basically, Action Force as a kid.
Cheaper.
Weird. Because it was I don't know why, but yeah. And my mother was very against weapons and guns, so strange.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Never allowed any toy guns as a kid. I wasn't allowed a toy gun at all.
I remember my nan giving me an air rifle.
Yeah, I had to make a gun out of Lego if I wanted to play, So.
Yeah.
About, I don't know, it must have been about 11 or 12. My nan gave me my granddad's air rifle.
Wow.
she said, don't tell your mum. She took it home, hid it in the garage.
Yeah.
It wasn't a 2-2. Wasn't a 2-2.
Yeah, I've got the mail away Fett. Yeah, that's the rocket one. Yeah.
Yeah, I have that.
Yeah.
Oh.
I got that when it first came out.
Yeah, I did the mail away thing. That was weird. Cool.
Oh, the dog's chewing me snaggletooth. Get off.
Papa, what's your favourite thing in your collection? What's the thing that means the most to you?
We've done it when you were away, Shabby.
Yeah. Well,
just do it for me.
You're going in sentimental.
You can't be blocking
my Cody. This is my favorite in my collection right now. Cody's
Hot Toys Cody.
So just
have a look. Red 5.
I tell you, it's just crazy. It's amazing. It's almost sucks because there's too many accessories and it's difficult to figure out how you want them posed. But it's just the face sculpt. It's just it's amazing. From being a gift from 2 great guys. But I think like my daughter drew this, so I would say little things like this when my kids doing. So I did a Baby Yoda and the Mando and Kylo Ren. So it's cool when
stuff like that. Yeah,
of an interest in things. I mean, the older ones always like, so when you're gone, what do we get to take? And I was like, oh no, I'm getting buried in a piano box and all of this.
Yeah, big boat.
That's it. So.
But I know what you mean by the pictures. Oh, Lucy drew me. I don't know whether you can see it or not. I'll show you. She drew the Mandalorian and just up there. Can you see it?
What is it?
That's the Mandalorian, and that's the what is it? The crate dragon.
Oh, the crate dragon. Yeah.
She drew. As I was watching it, she drew. It said, "They are, Mark. That's for you." So that was really. So I know what you mean. Stuff like that means the world to you, doesn't it?
I'd love to put some of my original stuff in. With all the new stuff still, like with the Black Series stuff, it just takes everything up right now. So I know once the older one's gone, I can expand and I can pull out and try to find like my, I've been trying to again replace my original Tron figures, and I've never had a light cycle even when I was a kid. So
me neither.
Light cycles, I'm trying to get the Hot Wheels for the movie Megaforce with Barry Bostwick.
Oh yeah.
I had them when I was a kid. I've been eating on those, but I'm not willing to pull the trigger on about $100 for one Hot Wheels car. So because they're fairly rare to find nowadays. So little things like that, and because there's no new Black Series available to buy up here right now, I am scouring and just looking at some of the most wacky stuff right now that I wouldn't normally look at. But I remember I had that when I was a kid. Maybe I'll start seeing if I can buy that stuff again. I'd love to do the original 12 figures, but I've been looking in. But again, the prices up here are just like
it's hard though that because I class myself as a modern collector, even though there's vintage all around me. And so it's like when I did the video on the Ewok Village, the reason why I've not bought anything for that is because I've been buying modern stuff. Do you know what I mean? It's hard which way to go, isn't it? Sometimes,
Yeah. I don't think I bought any vintage for 2 years now.
All the way.
There you go, Matt. You see, so
haven't you?
Stop just buying Black Series now. It's hard.
Vintage all the way for me.
It is. Yeah, that's the thing. So you're good because you've got a focus, if you will. I haven't. If I go somewhere, I'll have that, or look at that, and you know what I mean. By the time you spend up, like this week, I bought everything from Black Series to bloody She-Ra's Castle. Do you know what I mean? I'm one of those. I can't.
Shabby, you going to repaint that?
No, I don't think I am going to repaint it because I bought it and it was $7, like I said, and. If you look close, but I kind of like that the way it looks, to be honest. And like I said, once I start getting more of these motifs, I think I'll display that with him all. I think it'll look cool. So I'm going to leave it as it is.
I can't see you spraying it bright pink and putting it in your collection.
Maybe it's just a variant. It's just a variant, Shabby. It could be like,
I don't know. It's so strange because you, like I said, you can see the pink on it, but even on the inside though, because usually if it was left outside, that's what I assumed that it'd be shut. But even the inside's all green, and you know what I mean. It's all. It just looks like the paint has come off.
I tell you what would, because you're going through the accessories like the lift and the throne. I tell you what would go with your the accessories in there. Your yellow jukebox.
It would. And someone said that. Who said it? Someone looked in the comments and said, "Now you've got a place to put your jukebox." That bloody jukebox.
That bloody jukebox. We'll never find out, will we?
Never. We'll never find out.
No.
Hey, I wonder if Papa will know. I'll go and get it.
Maybe.
Oh, bloody jukebox.
It's like once a month. It's like once a month, isn't it?
Yeah. Bring it out. Dust it off.
Bring it out once a month.
Every time we get a guest on. Do you know what this is?
Right, Papa. There's been a case on the Paliboys. It's like the Yorkshire Ripper and Jack the Ripper. It's never been, what is it?
So
what is this? Now we know it's a jukebox. We've got to know it's a jukebox, but that's it. That's all we know. There's no markings. There's nothing in there. But what is that? Now it's not. What is it? Mego, Mark. We know it's not the Fonz from Mego. It didn't come with that.
Happy days.
What is it? Nobody knows, mate. Nobody. We've had it all over
England,
Twitter, all over YouTube.
It came from
England. It was in a big box in England full of Star Wars vintage toys, and I haven't been in that box for years, so I know it's old. Well, you can tell it's old. But what is it?
I would have gone with the Happy Days for sure.
That's what Mark said. Yeah, we all went Happy Days. Oh, that's a good idea. So we checked it all through. Nothing. The thing is, though, we don't know whether it's a toy or not because. I mean, it's got usually with a lid, you put a lid on and it clips, but there's no clips. So we don't know whether it's a pencil case. We don't know whether it's part of a toy. We don't know whether it's It's a nightmare.
It's got to be a toy with stickers.
You've saved it. You've saved it for some reason.
Yeah, I'll keep it forever because, like I said, memories in it now as well. Like the case continues, boys.
Yeah.
Talking of cases, I wanted to know what that set was in the UK at Marlow.
Oh yeah,
it was Kenobi or Andor. Well, it's Andor.
It is Andor, right? Okay.
Andor, because Kenobi's in Boston.
Over here, Boston. I love Boston.
No, over here, not over there.
Oh, Boston over there.
Oh, Boston
Links, yeah.
Lincolnshire.
Yeah.
Nice.
Hold on, I'm just gonna
road trip.
Gonna kick this dog out.
Can't go though. Can't go. It's a nightmare. I want to go. I want to go and go. Hello there.
Yeah.
So
Andor.
You guys then. I'm assuming everybody probably took a break at some point in time from being adolescent collector into full grown. Maybe. I know some people haven't. Some people
yeah.
What was the first piece to pull you back that you were like, you know what, I got to get back into
I
that?
know what it was. I've always had my collection and it's always been put upstairs, but I went through that thing of not buying anything. There's this shop in England called B&M Bargains, right? So I walk into B&M Bargains and there was the vintage collection Sand Trooper and exactly the same card. Remember the Sand Trooper at the back at B&M Bargains? And I thought, no way. Now, the last things I bought was the trilogy. Remember in 2010, the trilogy and legacy collection? I just bought them and put them away. But what got me bang into it again was that figure. And it's still up there. I keep it pride of place on my to show where I've come from there. So I've always collected, but I dived off for a bit. And that's what brought me back. It was just that card back. I think we all can agree with that card, with that bloody card back. You know what I mean? You could put anything on that card back and we'd buy it, So that's what it's me.
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, it's just that card. It just iconic, innit? It's everything. It's funny because I was watching Luke's video about the Tron card backs he's making, everything else, and even those got that racetrack around it. You're like, oh, that's awesome. You know what I mean? It's so iconic, that thing.
Yeah. Design on that. If you've ever read the I forgot the call of the book now. I did a video on it, but it tells you how it was all designed and all the alternatives they had for it.
Yeah.
Nice.
I remember buying the Power of the Force Boba Fett, I think, but it was one.
Right.
I can't remember. There was different hand things.
And
they had different. I don't remember.
I like that Power of the Force 2 line. I like it a lot. You know what I mean? I do. I'm a big fan of it.
When the films got re-released, wasn't it? A special edition, and I started collecting again. I think that was it. Yeah. That's the thing. Once it gets you back, though, Papa, you'll know it yourself. You're back, aren't you? You're back big time. What was it for you?
It was again, right? I always said with like Batman stuff. If I saw something again, I just pick whatever. So my family one day was at like a church bazaar sale. I picked up.
It's a shame John at Super Wilson's not on. They love that.
Yeah. So it's never been out of the box.
Oh.
And I think they paid $20.
Going to take it out.
So I was like, and so this is kind of what led me back down the path. So then we went Batman into Marvel Legends, and then Legends eventually into where originally it was the whole thing. It was like, you know what? Deep down, my collection always started, and it was always Star. Well, it was Lego and Star Wars, but it was always Star Wars. Like I still have pictures of me playing with Han Solo and Luke Skywalker in Castle Grayskull while being attacked by her elf or whatever. So,
I love that.
Yeah,
I love it.
Stuff. And I was just to see that some company decided to put time and effort into what could be now, and the fact that I could see why the 6-inch figure made sense for me because I'm bigger, I need a bigger figure, and it still makes me feel like I was 7 or 6 years old and going like, oh, I've got it just it's just so great. So that was my Batmobile was the first thing. So I always end up throwing it back at my wife saying it was your fault. This is here. So
yeah.
Papa, did you buy the the animated series on Blu-ray that came out recently? Did
I
you
do
buy that?
have. Oh yeah, anything Batman.
Yeah, I love that. It's brilliant. Isn't it?
Any series, yeah.
Batman Beyond as well. Do you got Batman Beyond as well?
Yes.
Yeah, I've got that. Yeah, I love that. Yeah.
Return of the Joker.
I haven't got any Batman. I haven't got anything Batman apart from comics. I haven't got.
Oh, I've got a couple of them
series
up there.
is the best.
A couple
I
of
think
figures,
it's the
It's all on HBO Max now, Matt, and I'm going through them. I just started with John Baldry got me Red Son. I think he got us all of it.
Yeah.
And it's really good. That's a great story. I never expected it to be like that. Do you know what I mean? I
read the comic. Read the comic a few years back.
Yeah. So cheers, John, for that. I'm really enjoying that one, but I'm trying to get into them all, and
I'm actually looking for the figure of that Red Son.
Oh, it's amazing! What a great story it is. And I never even heard of it till John sent it me. Wow.
Yeah, DC's animated, hands down, over whatever Marvel's managed to squeeze out presently. Just the lineup was great. Like Justice League Unlimited, the Superman series, the animated Superman series was really good as well. There's strong rumors that
I saw that
Batman's cut that they're going to do a sequel to the animated series, which I'm just like, ooh, sweet. And I've met Kevin Conroy a couple,
wow,
2 or 3 times, whichever. Super nice guy. So I've got his autographs hanging around here somewhere.
Have you got any of the McFarlane Batman figures at all then?
I started a little bit, and then seeing what he's putting out right now, as fantastic as the stuff looks, none of it resonates with me. So even the animated Batman, that style they did, just the torso and the legs were just so like hello spaghetti noodles that I was like, I don't.
Yeah.
I thought I had the Hellbat, that bat armored one. I had the Superman one in the armor, and one of the Azrael in the red. And
now that's a good one. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I look at myself and I'm just like, you know what? Yeah, I got Tron hanging out with G.I. Joe, hanging out with Lego. But that makes sense to me. Those ones just didn't seem to fit. Now, I'd love to get the Batman with the scythe on that bat cycle. Looks just brutal.
That cycle
I
is amazing.
don't know those books. Now, if they do Hush line, that's my favorite story arc of all the Batman comics. So if they do that, I'm in. But now seeing the Batman Beyond figures that they're going to bump out, I'm like, I may need to dive into that a little bit. That in. So, yeah.
Wow, amazing. I like that Wonder Woman, the gold Wonder Woman, the 84 one, even though I didn't like the actual toy is beautiful.
Yes.
Really nice, that McFarlane toy.
I've been after the Batmobile, the Corgi Batmobile. I want the set of 3 with the Batboat, Batcopter and Batmobile. But you're talking about £1,000 for that.
Yeah.
So I'll just have the Batboat and the Batmobile set.
Is that the Batmobile with the thing at the front? And the yellow.
I tried to get one today in the auction, but they went for silly money as usual.
I've got one somewhere.
Batmobile designs. There's a company. What is it? Eagle Smith or Eagle something?
Eagle Moss.
And they did that whole different bat vehicles through there. I've got a couple of them, but they were like $45-$50 a pop or whatever. I'm like, they take up a lot of space, and I mean they're gorgeous, but I've just got I've got a bunch of them that I'd like to put back in here somewhere at some point. But the vehicles like Batman's always been a thing. But Star Wars always that just kind of trumped it. So animated Batmobile.
That's my favorite Batmobile.
I've got 3, so I've got the original as well.
See, that was always my favorite. The 66, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
These are the Eagle Moss ones, and they came in the acrylic sort of display. I took it off that and I like them loose. So. But that's the best one, I think. I don't know.
Oh, I love. Yeah, that's my favorite
animated one.
Have you seen the one which got the neon lights on it? The one that Matt's got with the neon lights in it. That's a hell of an expensive thing.
I had when they did the re-release with the updated animated figures, and they came out with that massive, pretty well whether they were 5-inch scale, but they did a full size. Animated Batmobile that you turned on, and the headlights, the tail lights came on. Came on. I had that, and I had the Batwing hung up on my wall.
Oh, the Batwing!
That stuff went to fund this stuff because I was just like, because that stuff was already going way up in price, and now people selling it. I'm like, man, if I would have held on to that even for an extra year, I could have almost doubled what I had paid for it. But they were just gorgeous pieces, and I do miss having them, but I enjoy this.
That's the thing, you see. That's why I said about me selling. That's why I can't do it, because I don't want that feeling of, I should never have got rid of that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what it is,
I don't miss it at all.
It's funny, isn't it, Ted?
Don't miss it.
Oh, that one today, Tez. Oh, that one, £110 on Facebook. I would miss it by that much. I was going to go, I'll have it.
Oh. Yeah, I saw it. It was that wasn't
I got for £210.
£210.
Wow.
With
the blaster.
Yeah.
Wow.
And his boots look they weren't too bad. That was it. Wasn't.
No, it wasn't too bad. I were ready to claim, and
yeah, you could afford it. I couldn't afford.
I've got about 30 people going bugger.
Yeah,
I must say, Terence, you look very smart today. Your nice blue. Blazer you wear. You look very handsome today, Ted.
Yeah,
it's very trendy.
It's hung on me back of my door, and I was cold.
I thought it was a date, wasn't it? Date night.
Job interview.
Job interview, date night. What's going on? Very handsome.
Paliboys,
job interview or a funeral.
You're in the thread business, weren't you, Shabby? So you know.
That's why. Well, it's nice. Cool. I bet you're a size 38 to 40 suit top.
I've got 36.
36, you're tiny, son. No, 38, 40.
Let's have a look.
Yeah, but most important thing, which side did you dress at?
It's 38. It's 38.
38. You see, Shabby still got it. I still got it. Never left me.
Yeah.
What side do you dress at, sir?
Yeah, I don't know. I know what size Tyson Fury is because I did his suit.
Yeah, I know. I was going to say, did you do any like footballers or anything?
Yeah, I did loads of footballers. Did loads of few lads from Hollyoaks. One of them said to me, he goes to me, "Can you make me look gorgeous?" As I'm not a magician, mate. I'm a tailor, not a magician. You know what I mean?
No, this is always on the back of my door. I've just thought, my hoodie was getting too hot. I'm going to put this on. Got it, you know.
Yeah,
I look like GQ Jedi. What's he called?
You look very handsome. Very nice.
GQ Jedi
always wears the thingy, didn't he? Always wears
like David Whiteley.
David Whiteley, yeah.
David
Whiteley.
Bloody hell. I haven't heard that name.
I know, David Whiteley. I could do the weather.
29, yeah.
Yes.
I don't mind. I like being in my 40s, me. I like it. I think.
I'm
surrounded by lads like you
40s, Matt.
And all the toy collectors and this, and I'm enjoying my 40s a lot. I can't remember my 20s. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, I don't remember much of my 20s.
Yeah.
You sort of settled in, aren't you? You sort of settled in.
Yeah.
I'm not embarrassed. If someone takes the piss out of me for collecting toys, I'm like, yes. What do you do?
All those people, I just don't having as much fun as we are, because I am having a lot of fun doing this. I have done for years.
I love doing this. It's awesome.
But I know what you like. In my job, I couldn't tell anybody because, it's funny because I'd be in my suits and I'd come home, get back in my shorts and t-shirts and straight into the toy room. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I never told anybody that I collected. So now it's nice that you can share your passion and your collection, with like-minded people. I think it's awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
He's in your jacket. Hey, this is Barry's jacket, Dave. This is Barry and Trevor.
Hey, now you'll be allowed in Vintage Dave's house. Now you look posh like that.
I know,
You'll be allowed in.
Yeah. I'll still take my shoes off.
Oh, there's another one there. Look.
They are. C&A.
Yeah. C&A. I like it.
There you go.
In the clock house down at C&A.
Yeah.
Hi, David. Yeah, even that'd work. 39. I don't mind it. I don't mind being in my 40s. So it's cool.
I'm 51 next month. I don't care.
No, see, I've never been one of those an aged person. You know what I mean? You are when you are.
No.
I never celebrate birthdays, so it's not for me. I'm not bothered.
Yeah, why? Everybody has a birthday every year.
It's not going to change. You can get upset and depressed if you're getting a year older, but what are you going to do about it? I'd rather just have a good time.
I always say you can grow older, but don't act old. That's what I say. Grow old.
I'm younger than. I've got 4 kids. I'm younger than bloody all of them up here. Do you know what
I know what you mean.
About, singing and dancing. That's what it's all about. You know.
Yeah. As long as my lad.
So, I've got a question for all of you, right? What's your favourite Star Wars board game?
Board game.
I don't think I've played any, to be honest.
Oh,
I've got Star Wars Monopoly.
No.
The junior. I've got the junior Star Wars Monopoly.
Trivial Pursuit, probably. That's the only one I've ever played.
It's all the new ones that are out. The X-Wing, the Legion, the Armada.
That one was good.
All right.
I had this, and then Scuba Pete got at me again.
Did that come with? Oh no, it wasn't the VHS one, was it?
No, this came with 2 action figures.
Right.
2 exclusive ones.
Oh, I'd like the Phantom Menace chess set, which Shabby's got that as well, haven't you? You got the Phantom Menace.
Yeah, I've got the Phantom Menace chess set. That was awesome. Our Anne-Marie got me that.
Yeah. All right, Anne-Marie. Got me suit on for your mum.
That's very nice. Get her home by 11, Tess.
Yeah.
You do right, Joan. Just leave him to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I've been trying to think about getting a board game, maybe to review, but I don't want to get one that I've got no friends, have I? Basically, so I've got nobody to play with. I've got nobody to play a board game. I know the Outer Rim you can play solo. I'm going to say play by yourself, but so I'm thinking about getting that. But I like the look of the X-Wing because of the miniatures. The ships are amazing.
Well, Luke's got those Legion things. I know what you mean now.
There's the Armada. I'm just wondering if anybody in the chat as well, give me an idea of what to get.
Luke's your best bet, isn't it?
I used to play it for a bit. I started, but the ships get expensive. We want to buy all the
it's expensive kit, isn't it?
Really expensive now. So
he said in his video how much he's gilt for the bloody pricey, aren't they? But
a ship, a little ship that big, 6 inches is like a couple of quid. Some of them.
The Armada,
like Dungeons and Dragons, like that. Is it like you have to make your own story? It's done like that, right? Okay.
Dice and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Armada, you can get the Super Star Destroyer for £140.
Yeah.
What?
Once you've got it on the board, on the game board,
you can't really move it.
You only can move it every 6 turns or something stupid like that.
Oh.
Well, that's expensive.
Yeah.
I'm surprised no one's done a Star Wars battleships. Oh, you sunk my Star Destroyer. You know what I mean?
Oh no, there's that. The Star Wars battleship.
I know, Jack. I didn't know.
Yeah, there's definitely that.
Did you know that, Papa?
Oh yeah. Actually, I used to.
I didn't know that.
Star Wars battleship. Yeah. Yeah. Nobody wants to play I've got the old one what was the repack that came with the Tarkin figure. I've got the original board game of that.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Escape the Death Star game.
Yeah. And just the Black Series box of trivia. Was it Trivial Pursuit and Black Series or what? Or whatever. There's a trivia question. But it's all Black Series. But
I've got them down there. Yeah, that's cool.
That's it. But I think I beat everybody in one turn when I was at my heyday and I could remember it all. And
yeah, that's why my kids won't play me exactly the same way. They said, "No, we're not playing with you." Why not? Do you know what I mean? We should do it. I should get that Trivia Pursuit out of the original trilogy. And one episode, we should all do that and get everyone in the chat involved. That'd be a great.
That'd be good, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah.
All I get a pen and a piece of paper, and I'll ask you all questions. Write them all down. Let's see who the winner is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do a 6-hour
We'll
one.
We'll get Papa on. That'd be awesome. That'd be a great night.
Do a 6-hour hour one
John would like that because he's a big D&D fan as well.
Yeah, I think that's awesome.
You'd have to turn the chat off because people will be putting the answers.
I think it's brilliant. Why not? Yeah, we should do something like that. That'd be fun. That would be fun.
Yeah. Or you have to get someone to watch the chat and not show.
Yeah. Well, I could turn it off.
Yeah.
But yeah, Legion's good because you can get character packs. So if you wanted a Luke Skywalker pack, you can get a Luke Skywalker, and he's got all the cards to go with him and all the character traits, and
It's a big deal as well, that game, isn't it? There's a lot of people into it. I didn't think it was that big. Do you know what I mean? But
I'm more into the Starship Battle, so I don't have to go like Armada, which is more the Starship battles, or X-Wing, where it's the fighter battles. I don't know. So,
I don't know anything about them, mate, so I have no idea.
If there's any gamers out there, let me know.
Yeah, the X-Wing stuff, you can get very small little ships and start off quite cheap. But
yeah,
you get the big, like the Tantive, and you get some of the big ships. They're not cheap.
I remember this West End thing, because a lot of the names that were in that West End, they kept as canon, didn't they? There was a few things that came out in those West End games that they kept. So I remember them.
Well, some of the ships have appeared in the Mandalorian now, haven't they? And they actually use those ships in the X-Wing game.
Well, that's a role-playing game.
Right.
It's like Dungeons and Dragons.
Role-play. That's the original. That's not the reissue. That's the original.
Got you.
All right, Star Wars top trumps.
That's my level. That's my level, Taz.
Yeah, on the Hoth.
I'm glad,
game, actually.
That's quick and done in a few. Yeah.
Fourth power.
Yeah. Wow. Swing.
Star Wars Cluedo.
Yes,
Clue.
I had that.
Nice thing.
I did have that. The Cluedo. It is like a mini Palitoy Death Star when you build it all up. It's pretty.
Yeah,
pretty
that's why
cool.
we bought them, wasn't it? So they
I remember that.
Yeah, figures in them.
That,
Yeah.
Does someone get murdered then?
No, you've got
Darth
to
Vader with a short lightsaber. Bastard.
you've got to escape the Death Star and escape Vader. I think that if I remember right, you've got to escape Vader and get off the Death Star.
Oh.
Hey, Papa, thanks so much for coming on tonight, man. It's been great talking to you, pal. It's been so good talking to you. It really has.
Yeah.
He's not going yet, Shabby. I'm
sorry. I didn't mean it to sound like that. I'm just saying it's so nice that you came on.
It's gone really quickly, hasn't it? 2 hours.
When Mark said you were coming on, I thought, that'd be great. So it's always nice to meet all your YouTubers that you watch and that you hear from. So thanks, pal.
Busy week for me because I've already had. Well, Usual Mike was on Tuesday. I had Cato from Cato Collection on Wednesday. With you guys today, Uncle Mike or Mike Case. So he's
Mike tomorrow. Yeah, we're watching that.
Yeah, we will.
I don't know if maybe I'll take a Sunday off for once because Sunday's always a 2-hour stream, and I'm like, ooh,
something agent, Papa. Something agent.
You'll be watching the Packers game, aren't you, on Sunday?
Do you ever get in trouble with the missus? Like, oh, come on, you've made 2 videos this week, you've done 4 streams.
I do. I get roasted off that.
I
don't have that problem.
I know you don't. I do sometimes.
3 to 11:30 usually. So 3 in the afternoon till 11:30 at night. So I'd get home about quarter to 12. So everybody's asleep. But now with the lockdown and the restrictions, I work in a school board. So the schools are technically not open. My wife's a teacher, so she's working from home. Both my kids are up doing their learning, and I go down to the school from 11:30 in the morning till 8 o'clock at night, and just more or less kind of sit there to babysit the school for a few hours to say, yes, I've earned 8 hours of pay for the day, and then I come home. So because I'm home early, it doesn't change the other 3 schedules. They just still go on as if I'm not even at home. So I can come down here. As long as my son's not on his Twitch channel gaming, which he's going to do tonight a bit. He's like, what time are you on till? I'm like,
it says his son,
So
too soon, Shabby, too short.
Oh, that's too raw, that is.
But when you're doing your 11 till 8 p.m, I guess you're babysitting. Do you have lots of downtime where you can just I can just sort things out on social media, sort my Instagram stuff out?
That's how I'm able to watch you guys on Tuesdays and Fridays normally.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I've been touching up. Like, I've been repainting the building a little bit here and there, doing some of the work we would normally do in the summer when the kids are off, normal school. So we're just kind of doing it now. And school was supposed to go back in Monday, but now they've bumped it longer. So we don't know if it's going to be a week. Is it going to be 3 weeks? Or are they going to go March?
Yeah, I've got
no idea.
No idea when they get out.
The nightmare, says the nightmare.
I'm like, let me work. As long as I get to go, I'm still getting paid. So which and it just leaves me more time to, as long as I'm on this weird schedule, I got lots of more time to sit there and live stream. Try to get I live stream so much I don't have time to do videos. So
because I've gone from working. I'm a TV editor, but like freelance TV editing has just dropped. So I've gone into care, and I've gone from TV wipes to bum wipes. But
you're doing a good job, pal. Very good.
When I'm actually at work,
his ass is totally clean.
I'm in like one guy's house giving him support, and there's so much downtime. It's like when I'm at work, it's like I've got so much Twitter time, Facebook time, because there's so much downtime. It's like, yes, I'm going to work. I can do what I want, in certain respects.
I don't you see. I do it wrong because we work from home, as you know, and sometimes it's like if Smith Lord comes on the bloody Twitter, I have to, and then I leave what I'm doing. I'm really hard at multitasking. Do you know what I mean? And so it's as soon as something comes up on Twitter, I'm there for an hour.
Yeah, no, I am. Nightmare. It's like, oh God, I haven't fed Josh for like, he needs his dinner.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
It's like I feel like it's a responsibility to answer everybody.
Yeah, I
have to think about I don't know you do it's like on your comments as well. I can't not leave it. I have to. I'm so appreciative of everyone on Twitter and everyone on YouTube letting me in, if you will. I don't want to come across like, I have to type.
We know when you're busy, Shabby, because it's like, Shabby hasn't posted anything, and we know when you've got a deadline. And sometimes like today, I haven't really been on Twitter that much today.
No,
or Facebook.
I don't really.
No, I'm lucky because I've got a missus who'll put her foot right up my arse if I don't get it done. Do you know what I mean? So
good job.
Yeah,
good job.
Clear that bloody bin out.
yeah. Bloody bin.
Right then.
Oh,
there's Papa's channel.
Brilliant. Yeah.
Two now.
I can't see.
This is awesome.
Yeah, 1,000. Oh,
nice.
Well done. What happened to a nicer bloke? Well done.
Well done.
Can't wait to get there myself.
Yeah. Hey, you guys are going up every. I keep throwing some names out there, so hopefully.
I know you've been very helpful. The last couple of days seem to be quite an influx of new people coming up.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
No, thanks.
Absolutely.
Well, that's mine. 761.
761. Oh, bloody hell! That's good, isn't it?
Oh.
Matt's at 517.
Yeah.
Shabby's at 303.
303.
Says he's quite close to 300.
Oh, Shabby,
I know.
hand in hand.
Brilliant.
To get you, we'll get you
Brilliant.
over this.
I'm so happy.
We'll get you over 300.
Yeah. Come on, watch our stuff. We'll have a laugh.
Yeah. We do.
And John's is really rolling. Look at that.
Is that
2.08.
8. He said hit
Wow.
2,000.
Get past 1,000, it just goes then, doesn't it?
The only way is up. Hey, Matt, I've got to do your graphics, haven't I?
Yeah, it's all right. Don't rush.
Oh, sorry, I'm Mark as well. Everybody wants
a trailer.
Everybody wants a trailer.
I want a trailer.
Do you want a trailer, Papa? There's a list. I'll write it down.
Well, I asked for a new intro on Tuesday. I never got it.
Oh,
I love my intro. I love that test. Maybe.
I mean for the Paliboys. I mean for us.
Oh, for us.
I was too busy. There was stuff.
Yeah.
I haven't actually promoted the Paliboys properly since after. I'm usually quite on that, Mark. I'm usually quite on.
You are.
Yeah.
No.
None of you lot do.
I've got an idea of what I want to do, but it's just getting it done.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Sleepy collectibles.
We're just going. You can rewind it though.
Rewind.
I'll just rewind it before you take it back to the video rental place.
Yeah.
Right. Thank you, Papa, for coming on.
Hey, absolutely. Hopefully we can work something out. My time to have you guys come over. I've got unlimited streaming, so you guys
Very nice.
I committed. I put out the $100. I wasn't gonna because I wasn't sure if I was gonna be back to start using it. My break was a lot shorter than I thought it was going to be. So
right.
I go to the channel again. So I'm like, well, yeah, you know what? Let's just go ahead and bite the bullet. So little here, little there, right? So
cool.
Yeah, we had it for a couple of months when we were doing 7 nights a week, but we're happy. We want to do more streaming. We want to do later nights so we can get to the American audience, Canadian audience, Australian audience.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah.
It's funny that because you are right, Mark, there, because like I said, it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon for me when we start. And usually everyone's at work in the States. So I'm quite lucky being at home, but 3 o'clock in the afternoon, it's like, you know, because it is when you look back at the Paliboys at night, the views, and they're like 200 and something, 300 and something. That's why I think it's all the American and the Canadian.
Yeah, that's it. I want to stagger them. I want to do some later ones as well.
Yeah, stagger it a bit.
Oh, Shabby, before you go, I know you're North Carolina, but there you go, buddy.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, nice.
Brilliant.
Go Gamecocks. There we go.
Yeah.
Yep. I always
certainly do.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
At least you're here for a bit.
Yeah.
We'll be back on Tuesday.
Awesome.
With
I will as well. Well, hey.
Another special guest, Mike Cass, is coming Tuesday.
Oh, yeah.
I'll leave you on that boat.
That's all. Oh, I'll have to wear my suit then for Tuesday.
We'll have to dress up.
Good night, everybody.
Awesome.
Bye.
Hello, everybody.